I was in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Honey, I promise I didn't cut you off as you was talking.
No, you're good.
Live, and it was just doing this. I was like, I wonder how long it's gonna let her talk before it just. And I was like, dang it.
No, you're good.
But man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NXT Homecoming post show. Have no fear, your councilman is here. And joining me, of course, is my tag team partner, Wrestling with Honey. We are out here today after a tremendous NXT Homecoming. And I'm gonna be honest, I know people might get a little upset. I didn't do a watch along because I needed that for me. I needed that for me. I needed to just watch it.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that.
That was just that. That's just it was what was the streets was calling for me to just sit back, light a J, and enjoy being back in Full Sail University. So just real quick, how did it feel to see NXT back in Full Sail University, honey?
Not for nothing. That was just pretty sweet. Like that was just like it was like a really, especially being that it was in the evening, it was like a really fine dessert or a nice glass of good wine that just that just aged beautifully. And it just the taste was there, all the notes and the hints of the berries and the grapes was up in there. And it was just, they killed it. Everybody, like Full Sail brought it. The homecoming energy, even the nostalgia of it all. Like we'll definitely get into it, but it was very exciting, and they always bring it in Full Sail, and for them to be back there after not being there for so long, it's just been pretty refreshing.
Oh yeah,
I can only imagine for them, like folks going there,
Yeah, I just just seeing it and then seeing how it was newly formed, newly fixed. Sorry about that. For some reason, our stuff is not updating. Yeah, like it's the screen. Like
I don't know what happened. Hello.
Save is new.
Some technical
There
difficulties.
we go. Yeah, I was like, yo, what's going on? Why are we looking weird right now?
Yeah.
There we go.
See these mugs.
Yeah, got to see these faces. But yes, man, being back in Full Sail, even the new layout, I was like, hey man, we got to do that every year. We got to like that has to become a stable in NXT. Is a NXT Homecoming at Full Sail University. It just has to happen. Yeah. It has to be one of the things now.
And especially like the nod to, the acknowledgement of all the different eras in NXT also. And all this, and by the way, everything from the vignette in the beginning that they showed, I was just like, oh, they going there. They're going there. They're showing everybody and their mama that basically came out of NXT's umbrella. They even from the very beginning with Dusty, like it was just beautiful. It was just great. And it reminds you of, because basically you're looking at all the superstars that are on the main roster right now.
Yeah.
Throughout a lot of that time in NXT. And it's just like, holy cow. We really forget how long these superstars have been doing this, and it's the growth is unbelievable.
It's incredible. But let's start off how NXT kicked off. Man, we had the King of Kings step back and come home. The Heartbreak Kid comes out. Man, yo.
Can we just talk about something here? When NXT was popping off with Triple H and then when Dusty and everything, Triple H had a full head of hair and a ponytail, y'all.
Yes, he did. and could still go and hadn't won another WWE title yet before WrestleMania in Dallas.
I saw I saw that even from then, the new cut, and then I was just like, oh my lord.
It's been that long. It's been that long. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, it kicked off great. The two of them there, then William Regal coming out with his signature slogan, War Games, after, of course, Shawn Michaels and Triple H just being Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Forget goosebumps. I got the Jacob Fatu shakes when I heard William Regal say that, because it had been so damn long.
I don't know why. Tonight's like, maybe it's because they're in Full Sail, but their music just hit different tonight.
Even the opening entrance music was the original. I was like,
why is this thumping like this? Like when Shawn Michaels' music hit, I was like, oh, I felt it.
Yes.
I felt it in my spirit.
Yes.
I was like, yo.
Oh, God.
What is going on right now? And then, of course, we were graced by two NXT alumni, the current women's tag team champions, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, letting people know that the women's division is the backbone of NXT. And I don't think there's any argument or debate set for that, because it is 100% true. And so dope to have it start off with them and to start off with the match, but also to giving shout outs to all the women that trailblazed there.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
They said all of them, yo.
Even the ones we talk shit about. Even the ones we talk shit about.
Yes.
But all of them.
But all of them. Even the ones that are currently in other places. Man, still gave them their just due. And I just thought I was like, yo, that's classy of y'all to do that. That was real classy of y'all.
I loved it.
But we start off with the first match. It was for the tag team champions, the NXT superstars of the Culling. Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley took on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And again, what a great way to kick off an NXT, as they've been doing, with the ladies opening the show. Because that match was everything it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Starting off with Tatum Paxley and Alexa Bliss both holding their dolls. I was like,
wait a minute. Hear me out though. I was like, wait a minute. Why can't we be friends? Why can't they be friends?
I was like,
this is.
Can we? Yeah, I was like, can we have a little bit more of this? Can I have some more, sir? Please, sir.
Yes, absolutely. It was so good.
Your thoughts on the match overall?
Overall, the match, like you said, Councilman, is exactly what it needed to do. All four women put on an amazing showing during that match. I'm not sure when or where, but I'm almost positive that when we had initially kind of started doing the NXT post shows or pre-shows or anything like that, like last year or something like that, I'm almost positive, or on one of these WWT platforms, on one of these shows, I said that I would one day love to see Izzy Dame across Charlotte Flair. And I got that. I am so happy about that, because them two, like Izzy Dame couldn't, it's not that I want to make comparisons, but it's just like, it's one of those matches made in heaven that would look so good on paper if you just let them do it, or just give them that moment. And the fact that they were in the tag team and then being with Tatum Paxley and Alexa Bliss, it was just, I was overwhelmed. I was actually very overwhelmed, and I was into it. Like I had never watched NXT in a hot minute, and I've consistently watched every week. But the something about that Full Sail energy air in there that is just so different. And even though the culling did come up a little short, the match overall was phenomenal, and it was executed thoroughly. And of course, Charbliss retains the titles.
That's what they're going by?
Charbliss, I guess.
You just threw that out there?
I don't know. I just saw it. Bose actually gave me the idea. He was the inspiration behind it.
Okay. That's a way to go.
I just saw it, so it came to my brain. But yeah.
Yeah. But the next match that we had was the returning DIY Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, and what we thought we would never get, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. And in a shocking turn of events, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams pick up the victory against DIY. Honey, your thoughts on the match and the results? Did they make the right choice?
First of all, the fact that let's just get it wasn't just Tommaso Ciampa. That was No One Will Survive, Psycho Killer, almost Black and Gold repping Ciampa there. Okay. Like you guys don't know Ciampa like we know Ciampa. Okay. No,
Yes.
I remember when Ciampa, remember when he had no music, Councilman?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Also, too, speaking of music, shout out to the fact everyone came out in their old music.
Except Rhea.
Except Rhea. I was like, I don't know if they just didn't bypass, but I was like, Rhea, you could have came out to your old stuff. You could have came out.
Right.
Come on, man. We could have heard the girl version. Like, come on, man. You could have done it.
And I believe Alexa Bliss came out with this recent one. It wasn't like her first initial one.
I think what it was is they didn't do the beginning part. Like they went straight into the song like how her old one was.
Right.
It wasn't that little awkward drop that Def Rebel didn't put in. I was just like,
yeah. And Rebel Heart, Johnny Gargano, like, come on, man. That just brought back a whole nother level of nostalgia. I was like, I felt like I turned on my favorite video game and I'm ready to go, bro. Like seriously, it was so good. And then to be across from Trick and Mello, I mean, we saw how they ended things in NXT when Mello went up to the main roster and everything like that. So, but to see these brothers put down that bad blood for the sake of keeping their reputation solid in NXT and going against DIY, that's pretty big. That's pretty. Oh my God, stop it. But that maybe an AOL name or something like that, Charbliss. I don't know, but yeah, but
he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
to pull off against DIY was definitely making a statement in itself. I don't know how long it's gonna last though. I really don't know how long it's gonna last.
DIY?
With the alliance of Trick and Mello, like I feel
I think that was
later on things will I feel like later on things will continue.
Yeah, that was just one of those one-offs, man. Homecoming tier, like why not? Two of the best of the generations of NXT going at it. I'm like,
and I'm not mad at the call. I think that was a proper passing of the torch.
Yeah,
for DIY for sure.
That was a solid victory. I think that worked out well. Then we had a little backstage action. Of course, showing the finalists of the WWE NXT Speed Championship. Candice LeRae and whatever that other girl is, I don't know her name. Were of course doing their thing, trying to be seen, and then out of nowhere, not expecting this whatsoever, the Queen of Spades is on TV again.
I'm mad. Says not here. I'm very mad. Says not here because it's like, yo.
I like, what am I watching right now? What am I watching right now?
Councilman, I kid you not. And y'all in the chat, I kid you not. I screamed loud. Pat, you even was like, shh. Like, yo, I screamed high pitched. I was not ready for it. I was not expecting that. I was just so happy to see her that I was just like, oh my God, it's my queen. It's my queen. It's not Shayna Baszler. This is my queen. This is my queen of spades. Okay. And she, they were pretty much giving the girls the nod for as far as with Zaruka and them, because they were in the backstage as well.
Telling them to patch it up, fix this, don't lose each other, which is cool. Like I really don't want them to break up. Really don't. I guess
at this point I don't.
But I got to see something happen with them. Either tag team titles, something. But I need something to be shown with these two. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just blown away to see Shayna Baszler there. I was like, oh.
It would like if her music would have hit or something. Like if like it was a segment for in the ring and her music hit,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have made it to this post show.
Oh yeah.
I would have been
Been
sleep
passed
because
out.
I was
Sleep,
passed
all
out
that
sleep
excitement.
because my energy would have been drained. Yes.
she's exhausted. She's going to bed. But I will also say that we had the US champ Sami Zayn at NXT as well, gracing us with his presence again, being one of the first out there in the black and gold brand.
I just saw this comment Mercedes D. I am so done.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you saw me do this and put my hair down,
I
Now, Sindil brings up something about how we feeling about Triple H versus HBK in War Games. Never gonna happen. Because we know, but back in the gap, that could have been something.
Yes, definitely could have, but doesn't mean it still can't happen. Not in regards to them fighting, but if you have a team HBK and a team Triple H, I'd be down for that.
I would not be mad at it, but also too, you know what I wouldn't be mad at? NXT and TNA War Games. We're gonna dive into that on kayfabe. We gonna dive into that. I think we need to go ahead and make that happen before something's announced. And talk, and let's, like in the words of Trick Williams, let's talk about it. But then we also had before we get to the next match, we also had a segment for Sami Zayn, kind of giving those gems and that rub to Javon Evans, a rub I don't think he needs. Don't rub your stank off on him. Don't put him in the same category as you, because I do want Javon Evans to be a champion, like a champion. Don't lump him with you, sir.
It was a very well executed promo, but we didn't. Yeah.
No, don't lump him in there. Don't you mid card him, sir. Don't you mid card him, Mick Foley Jr. Don't you do it. Giving him that mid card rub. I'd have been just like Jay-Z.
Get that dirt off your shoulders.
Get that mid off your shoulders, Javon.
Get that
mid off your shoulders, bro. Don't let him do you like that.
Tell him clip it. Post Councilman's head on the bit, like y'all know.
Get that mid off his shoulders, yo. But then we had a title match, the North American Championship, Ethan Page versus Tyler Breeze. A match no one wanted, as they were chanting in the crowd, that easily turned everybody back into, hey, this was the match we didn't know that we needed, which also just goes to show you John Cena's fucking right. We ain't shit.
Just shut up and enjoy the damn show.
And it was so good, man. Prince Pretty ain't lost a step.
Not at all.
Whatsoever. And if maybe it's just me, honey, I'd love to get your take. But that felt like a black and gold match.
Yes.
Like, that felt takeover worthy.
Yeah, that definitely felt takeover worthy. It also felt like that point in NXT Black and Gold where like every week was just slap. Like every week was just good match after good match after good match. Like I could have easily seen them go a good 2-3 rounds on a Tuesday and then do something big on a PLE on a Saturday or Sunday, like call it a day from there. But Prince Pretty proves time and time and again why he is one of the original OGs. Considerably, if they ever had like an NXT Hall of Fame, I would definitely think that he would be on it as a first ballot. He was actually one of the first few to actually low-key go to the main roster in early stages of his career in NXT. And that selfie stick and that pretty face, like duh. But all ego, Ethan Page did what he needed to do as well. That match was all in itself a really, really good banger for sure.
Oh yeah, always a good banger, man. I don't mind seeing Prince Pretty. So oh wow, that's an announcement. Io Sky and Mayu are gonna fight each other. Where though, Sindil? That's interesting. We'd love to know where that's happening. But we also then got another backstage segment, Tavion Heights and Damian Lillard, and it was announced that
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest. Sorry,
You totally said Damian Lillard.
I did, and all the syllables, and didn't mess up without a beat. Went all the way in with that one. Yeah, yes, I did. I did that. That was done. Yeah, Damian Priest came in to shed some words and some gems, give that rub to Tavion Heights, and announce that at No Mercy he will get a title shot for the North American Championship against Ethan Page.
Yeah. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. It's homecoming. It's homecoming. It's nice to see, Priest in NXT Black, bringing his knowledge to the game, putting over the young ones. That's basically what this whole show was about. It was about homecoming and putting these new superstars ahead, for the future, and kind of the same way it was done for them.
Yep. It's gonna be a miracle. Okay. Yeah, it was.
It's okay.
So, yeah, it's been a long day. It's been
a long day.
Yeah. And then we had the Grayson Waller effect. Grayson Waller also making his return to Homecoming, first time in Full Sail University, and he had Ricky Soft and I can't remember what he called Oba because I don't hear any slurs or any negativity when you talk about Oba. But what we did get was an incredible segment, and we also found out some big news that next week, title for title, Trick Williams versus Oba Femi. Now I gotta ask you, honey, thoughts on this, and do we crown a double champion, or with everything that they were mentioning about with these TNA tweets, do we see something? Give me what's a honeypot prediction you got for all that transpired on the Grayson Waller effect?
Something I like to call pure utter chaos. I feel like they're pretty much stirring up their own pot, if you will, for lack of a better pun. I think that they're gearing us up for something. Mm-hmm. They're getting us ready for something. They're paving the way for something that's going to be big for this event. And being that, when is No Mercy?
That's a good question. Yeah, you caught me off guard with that one.
So sorry, sir. So sorry. But it's because I feel like, with all of this hype around WrestlePalooza, and it's around the same week.
September 27th, actually. September 27th.
And No Mercy coming up that close. I can only imagine that we're gearing up for something bigger than what this is. And I feel like with those tweets and everything and those reactions from the TNA superstars like Mike Santana, we haven't really seen those guys in a while. Technically, the only guy we've been kind of seeing who's like in and out of TNA and NXT is Joe Hendry. But
and we believe,
yes, we always believe. But no, I'm actually quite curious as to if they will crown a double champion at this point, or do they? I was wondering. I'm thinking more so if they leave these guys to keep their respective titles and then move on from the whole Trick, because technically, I mean, Trick has been holding the TNA title for a while now. I think that I think it's run its course a bit, and like he said to Oba Femi tonight, he was like, you have something that I want back, and that's my NXT title. He made that very clear. Yes, so I feel like Trick needs to come back to NXT, and he really never I don't think he ever got that that one-on-one with Oba officially rematch technically since they fought that last time. So yeah, and then because that was when you had Javon Evans in the way of that as well. So I'm sure they're gearing up for more of that, hence tonight. So there's a lot of factors to consider with this. But the best honey pot prediction I can give you will be chaos, because you also have Dark State and you have those TNA superstars. Something's gonna go down and all hell's gonna break loose.
We shall see. All I know is this: my client ain't losing this belt. Period.
That's what I mean. Like, I can't see that happening. Like, at the same time, I also don't see Trick necessarily losing the title, but somebody's got to lose, unless this match ends in a draw.
And it won't be my client.
It's not going to be over. Like, I really don't see that.
Can let y'all know that now. It will not be him. But we're gonna find out next week. So most likely I'll try my best to do like a post show. I'm post showing it now instead of watch alongs. we hitting this post show. But then after that, after the Grayson Waller effect, we got into a segment with Lexis King talking crap about Miles Bourne, and then letting us know that they will have a In the Dark match, whatever that is.
Lights out match, something like that.
Lights out match. I don't know. They are just really they are squeezing the life out of this disability train and getting what they can with these two. But then of course Lexis King and all of his splendor had to go say something dumb about the NXT Black and Gold brand, and out of nowhere the lights went out.
Now, before we talk about who came out, because we all know who came out if you saw it, Councilman, who did you think was going to come out? Who did you want it to be?
I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't know why I thought this, because I already saw it, because they did show this already. And thank you for bringing up that Boza, knowing that Charlie Dempsey is going to Japan for a month, leaving Ren Sinclair to herself here at the No Quarter Catch True, and letting him know, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And of course, Joe Hendry appeared at the glorious one.
That was great.
Which I don't know what happened, but I heard no pop. And I was like, but I didn't hear enough for Joe Hendry either. So I was like, did y'all not cut the audio on for Glorious? Like for the audio? Like I had to hear the audience when Bobby Roode came out.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Not gonna lie, for some reason still thought it was gonna be him.
You thought it was gonna be?
I thought it was gonna be Bobby Roode.
Oh, Bobby Roode. So, yeah.
Man, I was ready.
So I thought it could have been like, I thought it was two people initially at first, but then my heart skipped a beat because I thought, wait a minute, no. But then I heard Finn's music and it caught on. But I thought Alistair instantly right away because lights went out. I was like, ooh, he hasn't done this in a minute. I thought it could have been like, if they really wanted to take us there, Bo could have came out, but like almost like Wyatt version ish. But I don't know how well that would have worked or went over. But that's in like my deep imagination. But it was either Alistair. Yeah, it was either Alistair in my head, or I was waiting for the violins to start playing and for Shinsuke to pop out and start swinging.
Yo, the fact Shinsuke wasn't here.
And if you really want to take it further, for those of us who still want Cross, a part of my mind almost went there. But I'm like, we missed. And then after that, when it wasn't him, I was like, we missed a good.
That would have been.
But I'm not gonna. I'm just saying. I digress.
The Prince himself, Finn Balor, came out.
It was nice to see the Prince. It was nice to see
the Prince. And it was nice for him to humor us. Yes, I was like, thank you for giving us everything we wanted, sir. Thank you for that. You could have been an asshole and was like, nope, I ain't doing that shit.
No,
you gave it to us, Finn, man, and bravo to you. Bravo to you, Finn Balor. Thank you. Thank you
for continuing to prove us that to prove to us that John Cena was right about us, that we ain't shit.
We ain't shit. We ain't shit. But then we get to the main event 6-women tag match. Prior to that, we saw Dark State in the back, and then also a pop up of Montez Ford with kind of some hints of not having someone by his side. Interesting.
He said, "Wish I knew what that was like."
Interesting.
Then they pan to his wife, who was sitting front row.
Sitting front row, finger still bandaged up, but you know how you let your finger get better. You do what
Do
you need
your
to do.
thing, EST. Get better. We need you
Out there
100%.
looking like a chick from a Disney Channel original movie. I'm like, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Ooh. Do your thing, Bianca. You get better. You take your time, and we will celebrate you when you return. But I
You
was glad.
best believe that pop's gonna be crazy when her music hits.
But I was glad to see Montez Ford on NXT, man. I thought that was a nice spot to have, especially with Dark State. But then we get to the match. Fatal Influence versus Stephanie Vicker, Lyra Valkyria, Rhea Ripley. And thoughts on this match?
Match was great. I love that the women started and ended the evening. Continuously proving the point that Alexa and Charlotte made earlier, that the women were the backbone of NXT and the women's revolution started here. Of course, we got to address the elephant in the room. Tiffany Stratton was not there due to not being medically cleared. She had a very nasty fall. I saw that, and I was just like, I knew that wasn't good, like automatically. And you could hear it even in the reaction of the commentary's voices. Like they knew that wasn't a good slip. But it's one of those things, like what happened with Liv. It's one of those things that happen in the business, and it's no one's fault. So we're not going to sit and place blame on where this could have been placed. But Tiffany Stratton did miss out for Homecoming tonight, and Lyra did do well in carrying it on with trying to carry it on as best as she could. Lyra actually got engaged with the crowd, which I was very happy to see. And then out comes Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Vicker, the most popular girls in the school, the goth chicks. And
oh God, I knew he's gonna bring that shit up.
It's just so funny because it's like Lyra, you know, like I said, like I said it before we went live, but it's like, you know, if you like Grease, when you saw Sandy going from goody two shoes to dressing in that, you know, leather jacket in all black with the heels on, it's a whole nother thing, you know.
I gotta say, Boza, she will be hearing from our lawyers. Just know that she will be hearing from our lawyers. But no, in all seriously though, I agree with Honey, man. Can't blame nobody, and you can't throw that on her. Like, bro, all that stuff happens. Like she, like Jay could. It's like this to where the point where people gonna think it don't make sense, but it actually make perfect sense.
Right.
Jay could have been right where she needed to be at, and that still could have happened.
Absolutely. It was more so the feet landing, her heels slid. It was her shoes, they slid on the mat, and it was slippery in that spot.
That's it. Like I said, there's nothing to try to blame her for or anything like that. It's just like, yo, again, Jade could have been right where she needed to be, and that still could have happened. So do not go on, like, you know, if you watch this, if you're a fan of the shows, please do not go over there bashing Queen Jade. If you say you're a kayfaber, or if you're a WW tier, like, please do not go over there bashing that woman. I know she already feel bad enough that that's happened. But that has no fault to her own. And my client is being seen, being checked out. We just want to make sure she's good. Want to just make sure, you know, no concussion is there. She has gone to see a physician, so you know we will receive those results very soon, and hopefully, man, we can have Tiffy ready for at least for Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, but the match overall was very, very good. Of course, Booker T's favorite spot, the Devil's Kiss with Stephanie Vicker and Rhea Ripley, which I'm sure is a lot of other people's favorite spot. But it was funny. Did you see Vic on the side though? Vic was fanning him as he was doing it. Like, I was dying. He
was running. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Seriously, it was so good. It was that match was what it needed to be as well. And I was very, very thoroughly impressed with Fatal Influence was performance specifically in that match.
Yes,
Jasmine Nix, you're getting. I see you, girl.
yeah,
I
they were
see you.
not. It was not as lopsided as we thought it was going to be.
Yes.
I will say that. Shout out to everybody that didn't talk shit about Fatal Influence, because it definitely was not a gap between these three. Like, they executed a plan very well, taking out Rhea Ripley, trying to keep them separated. Like, yo, they really did a fantastic job tonight.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy, just like because of how good they are when this breakup comes. Because it's like, man, y'all do gel together. It's just like, if y'all have one mess up, that's really just kind of what make y'all downfall. But when y'all stick together, man, y'all got it. And then, of course, we saw the number one contender come out, which was Lola Vice. Lola Vice assisting and helping.
Looking good.
Looking real good. With her help and assistance, got the victory for the three: Rhea Ripley, Stephanie McCurry, and Lyra Valkyria. And again, a fantastic way to end off the show. Before we went out, though, we saw that it is official: the title versus title. Both champions win the room with Ava. All of the representatives there, and it is happening next Tuesday.
Beef up that security.
Me. So and reinsure the ring, because it's going to be a whole lot of that around.
Mm-hmm. It's about to get really crazy between these two, and being that this is their second time seeing each other since the last, and it's been a while, because Trick has been running around in TNA here and there, and then Oba was still doing the same thing, but Oba's really been holding it down for NXT, and then on his way to trying to break that record. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Ava, girl, I hope you got some backup, because you're going to need it.
She going to need it, man. But that's going to do for the post show. Like I said, I didn't want to keep Honey here too late. Appreciate her jumping in. It was just, this was a big NXT. So I felt like it needed to be
big
shared.
Fight feel tonight. Really was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so what would you rate tonight's NXT Homecoming on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, just for the sake of the fact that I do enjoy and love NXT so much since the beginning, since it started, and even shout outs to The Miz for having an appearance. Can't think of the last time we saw The Miz on NXT, which was awesome. But
man, when they had them paired with the superstars,
yes,
Daniel Bryan.
Since Daniel Bryan, like basically when Miz was coming up, like it's been that long. But I'm just gonna give it a full 10, because I love all those eras of NXT. I loved every single person who showed up there. There's so many others that, of course, we would have liked, and we could be here till we're blue in the face talking about it. But my thing is just now, like, but working on accepting the product for exactly what they present and give you, because they're really doing their best with this shit. Like, they're really and they're really bringing it. We got to remember who these guys are in the face of these companies. You have Shawn Michaels and Triple H. These men got us detention in elementary school for saying "suck it." You know what I mean? And now they're running the business. They're storytellers. They're doing the best that they could with what they have. And of course, granted, we could complain about the logistics and the corporate side of it, but as far as being viewers and fans of the product, just enjoy it. Just enjoy what they present, because those people work their ass off tonight at Full Sail for a good homecoming show, the best they could got with what they had. They could have done so much more. They could have done without some things, whatever. But who are we to pick that apart? We're just here to enjoy it. That's all I got to say about that.
I don't know who rattled your feathers before you got on here.
Nobody. Nobody.
No, you soapboxed it twice on here. Just letting you know that. You soapboxed us. I don't know if she saw when she got on here, but somebody got her riled.
Not riled up, I would say.
She had some shit to say tonight. I give it a perfect 10, and they even showed him in the clip as well. A perfect 10 out of 10. I'm actually glad I didn't see other stars from the past of NXT Homecoming because that saves it for the next year when they go back. Because you still got folks like Drew McIntyre that's on the roster that could go back. Folks like Aleister Black that could go back. Solo Sikoa could go back.
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm saying. You have
you bring Seth and Roman back, forget it.
That's what I'm saying. You have so much of what can happen. Becky Lynch coming back again. Like it's just that's why I'm like they showed the right amount of people they need to show, and I was glad to see that.
Let's put a petition in for doing Homecoming. Make that like an annual thing. Like we should really do that because that was very, very fun.
Yeah, man. Make that a yearly thing, yo. In the fall, just like y'all did now. Let's make it happen, man. Right before
it was like our own little wrestling pep rally. Y'all remember pep rally in high school?
Yeah, man. And some solid matches tonight, man. All up there. So, but yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. But we appreciate y'all checking out the post show here for NXT. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this video. Make sure that you join the members side of Women's Wrestling Talk if you are watching this, because there are WWT After Darks where we get into a lot more debates and the kid gloves are off. We get to say whatever we want there, but you have to be a member in order to check those episodes out. And then also make sure that you jump into the super chats as well, because you want to make sure that, if you want your comment displayed, this is how y'all help support the channel. And then as well for myself and Honey, go run our numbers up. Go watch our content, man. I just need like 13 hours and I can monetize. You already saw Honey's post about what she needs. Help us meet our goal. And then also go buy merch at crownandcloak.shop and as well as on www.talkpod.com. Holidays are coming up. Go get your Christmas and holiday shopping on. All right. We got y'all. But on behalf of the greatest tag team in digital entertainment, myself and Honey, we bid y'all adieu. And we will catch y'all Thursday on Kayfabe. Peace.
One has to go.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.